Pima Community College Information Series, When and How to Refer to ADR. As an instructor or staff member, you may start to notice something about a particular student in one or more of your classes, or perhaps when advising them. You may be thinking, there's something different about this student. I didn't get a letter from ADR, but I think I should have. I have several materials in my class, but this one student isn't able to use them the way I intended. He gets really anxious when I call on him, and/or his responses have nothing to do with what we were discussing. I feel this student has an obvious disability, and I feel like I should be doing more. The student appears socially awkward. With group work, she doesn't seem to fit in. You may think that this student has an obvious disability, or you'd like him or her to seek help. However, it's important that you never attempt to diagnose or suggest that the student has a disability. Okay, fine, you're thinking. So what do I do? Here are some things to try in helping a student get the assistance he or she may need. Number 1, use your observations. The proof is often there in black and white. For example, you could remind the students that they failed exams, haven't been turning in homework, or it's been done incorrectly. Maybe you've noticed they seem lost, or bored, or not paying attention. Anything that can show them why you have this concern. Number 2, keep it open and objective. Try avoiding yes and no questions. Instead, ask things like, what's holding you back? What do you think would help you? What can I do to help you? Anything that will get the student talking. Remember to just stick to your observations and concrete evidence. Number 3, see how the student responds to determine your next course of action. They may say, well, I've always had a learning disability, or in high school I had an IEP for accommodations. If that's the case, you can refer them directly to the ADR office. However, the student may also not want to disclose or say anything, or maybe say, no, there's no problem, I just need to buckle down. For that, you could then explain the services available, and then let the student decide from there. Even if a student has a disability, there's no guarantee he or she will follow through, but at least you've let them know that help is available. In the matter of behavior issues, remember these 3 things. Treat the student as you would anyone else who displays similar behavior. Even if you've received an accommodation letter from us, all students are expected to follow the code of conduct, whether or not they have a disability. If you or other students feel threatened or uncomfortable with the behavior, refer to the college's code of conduct process. Now, what if the student comes to you first and asks for some type of arrangement or accommodation? He or she might say something like, I've got X disability and I need more time on assignments. I need more time to finish my tests. I might need to leave the room sometimes during class. All my past teachers would just let me do this. I may be out sick due to my disability, and I don't want it to count against me. Can I get an audiobook for your class? For these or similar requests, simply refer them to ADR. You shouldn't have to determine if this is something you have to provide. If a student questions you about the process, you can refer them to the class syllabus or website about making accommodation requests through ADR. Don't feel obligated to evaluate the request, because ADR may be able to make other suggestions or referrals of which the instructor isn't aware, or determine if the accommodation is reasonable or not. A quick note, students with temporary disabilities may also be referred to ADR. Thanks for watching.